I got a bad feeling about this car. I'm not even going to yell at it. My weirdo sense is tingling, and it's usually right. Better let that one. Getting too old to chase cars. I'm just going to wait till they park and piss on the tires. What's up, Robbie? Yeah, not a weirdo. Don't feel like yelling today. Man, the camera never does this justice. There's a fine haze that I doubt you can see that just kind of spreads out like peanut butter across the field. You're goddamn right, Jeff. Sea Monkey Jeff. I am not a fucking weirdo. We're supposed to get a storm. I don't really look like it's going to, but we're supposed to get hit pretty quick here. I know how you guys like to see me get wet. Something just feels off. I don't think I'm going to yell at cars today. Like, I just got a bad feeling about it. Got a bad feeling in general. I mean, I appreciate them throwing beer at me. It's kind of like a parade, but I hate beer. Oh, yeah, smoke break. What's up, man? My eyes are all blurry. I can't read the. Man, what the hell? Something is definitely wrong. Whoever you are that said hi back. I can't. Seem to only be able to clearly see the blue name for some reason. But you're welcome to hang out. Doc Watson, can you man, I can't freaking read for some reason. Can you ask what the slab is? Oh, I just go live and show off the fine Indiana sunset. Or sunset. Damn it. Get it together, man. Sunrise. And I yell at cars. That's pretty much it. We can talk about whatever turns you on. Got a nice little haze going on. Unfortunately, my camera sucks and you guys can't see it too well. Oh, no problem. I'm sure that YouTube just kind of threw you in here. I get it. Happens to me too. It's no problem with asking. Things do get weird sometimes, as my regulars can attest. Weirdness follows me around like a bad case of hemorrhoids in church, if you know what I'm saying. Aha, naked weird guy. So you do know where the fuck you're at. Only a regular would know about the naked part. I mean, I never really go on camera very much, so you really have no idea how many clothes I may or may not be wearing at any given time. I guess we can stare at the fucking windmills. Oh, Robbie brought you here. Awesome. All right. I'm sure you're at least reasonably okay. Although I do question Robbie's judgment sometimes. Especially after that whole donkey and the bell thing. I don't even want to talk about that. Well, the cranes are taking off. I'm not kidding. Like I just got a bad feeling about yelling at cars today. I hope I don't disappoint you, Doc. But something just yeah. I'm usually right about these things. I mean, to be fair, I've only been naked on here like I don't know, maybe 30 times. Not that often. I mean, the cocaine kind of. Cocaine and tequila both make me naked. Where are the females at? Yeah, Doc, if you'd like to contribute to my cocaine on again, off again love affair, you can hit my cash app. Even though I'm not gonna drop it. I really just do the drug dono streams to piss certain people off. And it's funny because they know I'm doing it to piss them off and it still pisses them off. But hey, a gram and a blowjob is a gram and a blowjob. But I don't really have to get blowjobs very often. Oh, it's starting to rain now. I don't know why shit's so blurry for me. What's up, Videos with Rico? How you doing? Stranger danger. Strangers make me nervous. Hell, most of the people I know make me nervous. Robbie, do you know Doc? I just kind of assumed you did since he was dropping your name. What is up, Cole? He was forced to say, I'm sorry I dropped that Jeff video on you, but somebody sent me those screenshots a while back, and she was like, hey, make a video with this. I'm like, man, I've already, everybody's dunking on Jeff right now, and I just kind of didn't want to join the bandwagon, but I was trying to think of something to post earlier. Yeah, fuck it. I went ahead and pulled the trigger. Sorry to spring that on you early in the morning. I had not actually seen Jeff in a while. And like that dude is fucking, like, he's bloated. That's not fat. Like his forehead is fat. I mean, that's bloating. That's not, that's from alcohol abuse, severe alcohol abuse, and whatever else he's taking. I try to limit my cocaine runs to like 1 to 3 days, so I don't really get hooked on it. But I ended up partying with some dudes one time and went on like a 2-week thing, and I started like bloating. I'm like, well, time to quit this shit. What's up? I'm trying to get over calling you Gilf, man. I'm trying to start calling you SWG. SWG got that kind of like, it sounds like an 80s sounds like an 80s porn studio, but a legit one. The lion lady. Yeah, he does kind of look like the. I mean, SWG kind of sounds like a 90s guitar brand, and like the Gilf would be the model. I like it. All right, let's go out this way and see if there's any deer or coyotes. We're not going to be able to see the sun because it looks like that. There is this place used to be loaded with pumas, right? But they were all killed off by the 1800s for a reason. And every now and then, like about every 5 years, somebody swears that they see one, and every now and then there's like a real grainy picture, and they do look like pumas. Same thing with bobcats. They killed all them things off, but every now and then I've seen maybe 2 in the wild, but they say there's none around here. But bobcats, my buddy and I were camping one night. We had a nice campfire going. He had a I think an AR-15, and I had an AK-47. And we're out in the middle of nowhere, and there's like one farmhouse like a mile away, and we start hearing what sounded like a woman screaming, it sounded like a woman screaming, trying to get away from something. So we jump up and we're like, man, because other animals can, like goats can sound like that, a lot of things can. So we jump up and we're like, fuck, man, that weirdo in that farmhouse has got somebody. So we run, like we just deadbolted like a mile of this place. And then we stopped right before his property started. And we're like, fuck. Oh, there's a deer. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's gone now, but hey, what's up, Richard B? Long time no see. So anyway, we're like, look, we're two dudes camming up with machine guns. If this guy sees us and there's nothing going on, he's going to be within his rights to kill our asses. So we just kind of convinced ourselves that it was a bobcat or something, because we didn't hear anything once we got up there. What's up, Mike? I'm sure it is. But yeah, like every 5 years, somebody says they see a mountain lion around here, and sometimes there's pictures. But our biggest problem right now is what's up, Cardio? I'm sorry if I missed anybody. I'm blabbing and not watching the screen, so I'm trying to walk without tripping. I lost my train of thought. A coy dog is a cross between a domestic dog and a coyote. Sometimes they hook up, and normally it's not really a problem. But sometimes when they cross with something like a pit bull or a German shepherd, that pack's got to be taken out, because coyotes normally will not fuck with a human. They don't want anything to do with you. And they don't, a normal coyote won't, unless they're real freaking hungry or you're messing like with their pups, then, you got a problem. But when they cross with something big and mean, they're not afraid of people. And they're not above chasing down, like if you're on a bicycle or whatever, they'll fucking ring you down if they're packed up. So, like 3 or 4 days ago, I was told that there's a pack near here that I don't know if they've gotten them yet, but they gotta be dealt with. Yeah, yeah, they do definitely have an unfair, like normal regular coyotes, unless they're real hungry, or like if you have a pack of males that decide to get rowdy, they normally won't attack cattle because cattle are too big. But coy dogs, like, they don't give a fuck. Oh, you're damn right. Us country boys, man, we don't give a fuck. See that, like, there's no witnesses out here. There's no cameras. There's no cops. It takes you an hour and a half to get a cop if you really need one. So if there's a problem, and the cops will tell you, if there's a problem, shoot the motherfucker. Call us to clean it up. All right. We have more problems with meth heads than we do animals. Like, a meth head will fucking pop out of a bean field like a zombie. Hey, man, you got any copper? No, but I got some lead, motherfucker. Like, I'm not really even joking about the meth heads. They, like, if one popped up right here, it'd be like Night of the Living Dead. Like that shit happens. They'll come and well, they come really more during the day than the night because everybody's at work during the day. But like they'll come and steal your entire exhaust. They'll just take your back, whatever they can get a hold of. But that old stuff, like cop used to be, the sheriff would tell you if you got to shoot somebody, drag him inside your house. That we don't have to, but that doesn't work anymore. They got forensics teams that are like that. It's pretty obvious if you shoot somebody outside and drag them in, but you don't really have to wait for them to get inside anyway. Oh yeah, that Fent and Trink stuff, that's nasty, man. Like those motherfuckers, they don't even have the common courtesy to fall all the way down. They just kind of bend in half at the hips and stay upright somehow. I know. Every time I've passed out from drug abuse, I have the common courtesy to fall all the way down. Have you ever found a meth head? Man, my eyes are blurry. I don't know what's up with that. Ever found a meth head who was crashed out asleep after being up for a week? Oh yeah, for sure. I used to take them motherfuckers to jail, so I dealt with meth heads a lot. In fact, most of the people that we went after were on something. But meth heads are, when you're tracking them down, they're easier to catch because they're nice and stupid. Or they're easier to find, I should say. Getting them into handcuffs. That can be a motherfucker, though. I mean, these fuckers will beg you to take them to their dealers and let them get high one more time before they go to prison. Sometimes they're like, "Oh yeah, man, just let me handcuff you and I'll take you right to your dealer's house. I'll even pay for it." All right, man. Well, I lied. But we had one dude. He was at his parents' house, but if we know somebody's there, we can go after them. As long as we can confirm that they're in that place, we can go in. We don't need like an extra warrant or anything. I'm talking present tense. I don't do this anymore, but like they had a long gravel driveway. Gravel driveways make a lot of noise, so it's really hard to sneak up on people out here. And they had dogs and everything. So we decided to just fly up the driveway and run into the house. Well, they heard us. They saw us coming a mile away, and we could see them jump up because they had a big picture window out front and run to the back. And there was a woods back behind their house. I'm like, that motherfucker's gonna get out in that woods, and we're never gonna find him. I had two people with me. And I had them run. I'm like, you guys run around the back and see if you can catch him, and I'm just gonna go straight into the house. And I ran. His brother was like fucking 6'4". I'm 5'11", and this dude was like 350. I'm like, fuck, this is gonna be fun. So anyway, we thought they'd run out the back, but what had happened was he had already had a bunch of Valium in his system, and when he saw us coming, he like took the rest of what he had. Then he went and hid in a closet. And it took me a while to. His brother was not going to talk, so. And at that point, I still thought he was going to be out in the woods, so I went out back, and they're like, he didn't come out here. All right. Went back in the house and started searching. Found him in a closet, like half out of it. Crazy drug stories, man. Yeah, we when they overdose like that, we have to, like, anytime we think somebody's overdosing, or if we pepper spray them. That's why I didn't use pepper spray. Very. See, I can whack them with my baton and not have to call the ambulance, but if we use pepper spray, we have to, or had to. Um, so I tried not to use pepper spray. But yeah, anytime they're in some kind, we have to. I mean, we detain them and get them cuffed and everything, but we either have to drive them to the hospital, which actually in that case, that's what we did. We just drove him to the hospital. But yeah, either that or call an ambulance. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Doc Mortician? Yeah, and we try not to send the morticians much business. I mean, shit happens sometimes, but it's a lot. It's a lot less paperwork to bring them in alive, and I hate paperwork. It's it can be, it gets excited. The slogan we use is it's 95% boredom and 5% sheer terror. And I found that to be very true. 95% of what you do is talking on phones and chasing down leads that go absolutely nowhere. So there's a lot, and sitting in fucking, oh god, I hated sitting in cars on surveillance. Fucking hated that. Like in the movies, they show these hardened detectives like drinking coffee by the gallons, but you can't do that because, like, you can't leave, you can't get out of the car. You got to look like you're not there. That's the whole point. So eventually, you're gonna have to take a leak, and you got to pee in your car, and it's just, you got to stay hydrated. I found out that Hollywood is full of shit on about everything. And that's where people get their fucking training, is by watching movies. Everybody wants to be John Wick. I mean, it's good work, you know. It pays good. If you don't mind people trying to kill you every once in a while. But like, if you're serious about doing it, make sure you get into a good school for it. They'll teach you how to live. Would they make you all pay? No, we don't pay for any of that. That's all on the skip. We don't have to pay for any of that. Yeah, it's not that's all on them. In fact, if they hurt us, they have to also pay for that, which uh, I never. When I first started, and like, I guess this was normal, like when you're hunting somebody, because these fuckers will like taunt you, and that's usually how we catch them. Back then, like, spoofing numbers wasn't. It was doable, but it was kind of expensive at the time. We had what were called covert cards, where I could spoof anybody's number, but not everybody had access to that back then, like now. But yeah, they'd call us up and taunt us and shit sometimes, and I would take it very personally at first. Um, but my boss, I had a, if you want to look him up, Scott Olson was a pretty big deal in that world at that time. Like, he was on a bunch of shows and stuff. But I got lucky. I got to work right with him, and he taught me a lot. He said, when you get done with these scumbags, he said, just go home take a shower, and let it all go. Let all that nastiness wash off you. So that's what I started doing, and it worked. You know, it's a big mind game. But like when we would have to, you know, I hardly ever really had to fight them because we were pretty good at de-escalating. We tried. That was always our first option. But when it happened, like if we were to get hurt, um, they would get charged with assaulting us. But I never pushed it. Like if the cops wanted to do it and the prosecutor wanted, that's fine. But I'm done with the guy. He's caught. That's all I care about. I'm not, unless I get subpoenaed, I'm not going to court. Oh yeah, repo guys, they get shot out more than we do, actually. Oh shit. Actually, that does look like a fucking puma track. Am I wrong? Looks like a back paw. That looks like a front paw. Like, am I fucked up, or does that kind of look like a giant cat paw to you guys? There's deer tracks here. That's about an 8-point buck right there. Fuck, I wonder if there was a puma following that deer. I never heard anything though. That's a fresh one. That's a nice sized buck right there. Looks like it has a chip out of its left ear. It's eaten some foxtail within the last 48 hours. I can tell this by the track. Some bitch. Kind of wish I'd have brought a rifle. Sasquatch. I've never ever seen, like, I've heard shit that, not here, but like out west and stuff. I've heard shit at night that might have been a Sasquatch, but I've never seen a track. I've never found any Sasquatch fur. Like, I've never encountered anything like that. That could be a camel toe, actually, now that you mention it. Like, I've only been to, I was in Kensington one time, and I wasn't there for, I don't know, probably 6 hours, but one of the guys we were after went to Kensington, and this was before Trank, but so it was all heroin and crack or whatever else they had. But it was bad then. I can't, like, I've seen videos of it recently, and it's worse. But like, that place smelled like death and diesel fuel. At least then. I don't know if it's any better now. I kind of doubt it. I really wanted to get over to Philly and see like the historical stuff, but there was no time. You're damn right, Sasquatch is not a weirdo. And whoever's making all these fucking AI Sasquatch videos, I'm sure you guys have seen them somewhere. They're fucking hilarious. Oh, I could easily hit a fucking bucket 40 yards with my pistol. Easily. I wouldn't do it because I don't poach, but yeah. 40 yards, something that big, 40 yards is not a problem with a Glock. I wouldn't do it. It's not. It's never legal to hunt deer with that small of a caliber, and they're not in season right now anyway. But yeah, I could do it. Well, you guys have seen me shoot crickets out here at 200 yards. I just can't get away with it now because YouTube got wise to it, and they will shut you down for shooting guns live. So. Smells like rotting flesh now, man. Like it smelled like I said, death and diesel fuel is what it smelled like back then. I can't. And like those Trank people, they just kind of rot from the inside out. Apparently, I want to try some of that shit. To be honest, I probably won't. The last thing I need is another fucking drug problem. We can. No, I'm not going to, Lisa. I got enough shit going on. Like I've been kind of out of my mind last couple of days because there's a medication shortage right now, and I've been lucky. It's been going on for a couple of years, but I've been lucky until now. I can't get my regular stuff, so they're giving me other stuff, and it's not cutting it. And then they gave me a bunch of shots in my ass a couple of days ago, and like I just not been feeling. I'm not as weird as normal, and it's freaking me out. Like I've been pretty docile the last couple of days. I haven't blown anything up. I haven't yelled at any cars. Not really. How many times have you considered sinking lead in them? No comment. But I will tell you, I hate them fucking things. You know, there may or may not have been a stray 30-06 round or several. I mean, the damn things jump out in front of you without warning. I just thought I was a really tall meth head. Did you hear that, Jason Casey? Go ahead and fucking turn me in without proof, you fuckstick. What's up, Stiviak? Or how, man, I'm butchering your name, sorry, but Mr. Official put it that way. Yeah, they like that's what Indiana is. It's fucking bean fields and cornfields and wheat fields and sunflower fields and mint fields and tater field. Oh, you guys know a little bit about taters in here, no, don't you? There is more than corn in Indiana, just not much. Oh, well, I didn't really yell at him, Robbie. Did I? Oh, Stevie K official. My bad. These morning streams, we like to sit in here and bullshit and have a cup of coffee and watch the sunrise. But I didn't pay the sun bill, so sun's not coming up right now. So instead, we're just gonna stare at beans. I know. My city folks appreciate this kind of thing, though, so because they don't get to get out and see it. Every now and then we shoot. Well, I can't really shoot live anymore because YouTube shuts me down now. But your trade cat recipes or whatever. Yeah, these beans are actually these beans are probably going to go to make plastics. That looks like what they are. But yeah, these fucking soybeans. Eating soybeans is for cattle and faggots. I'll get shut down for saying that too. But anybody that eats soy burgers, I'm sorry. I don't care if you're a straight guy. I got nothing against gay people, but if you eat soy burgers on purpose, you're a fag. It's that simple. Oh, but we're vegetarians. We're saving the animals. No. If you want to make sure you kill the most amount of living things, be a vegetarian. Because when farmers plant this shit, they spray things and they kill every fucking insect possible. They kill every small animal. Um, if a farmer catches a deer in his field, he's within his legal right to shoot it. They kill everything to plant vegetables, man. And I mean everything. Here, in the next few weeks, there'll be crop dusters coming in and dropping God knows what on it. They kill all the bees, they kill some of the birds, butterflies. Like after they start spraying that shit, all the bees and butterflies disappear. So yeah, if you want to kill the most amount of life, be a vegetarian. And retarded. Don't yeah. We'll go ahead. We'll get everything out here but the N word. I don't feel like screaming. Although if the Grand Twomper shows up, he's paid me to scream the N word before. I don't really like doing that, but $3.70 is $3.70. Am I right? And kind of like when somebody pays me to do something, I got to do it. Oh yeah, these fucking. I mean, whatever your dietary preferences are, fine. I don't really care as long as you don't push it on me. I really have a problem with the militant vegans. I've actually, it was a militant vegan. I was only on Twitter for about 2 weeks, but I got into it with a militant vegan and somebody that didn't understand why a straight guy wouldn't want to date a trans person. And I only lasted about 2 weeks on Twitter, and I got nuked and told I can't be there anymore. So I got too much social media bullshit going on anyway. I really only started that account because we had a local politician that he only started. You gotta fake religion around here if you want to get elected to anything. And he only started going to church so he could run for council, whatever. But I knew who he was cheating on his wife with. I knew what bar he was doing coke in the bathroom in. And he was all, "I'm a good Christian man. I got good Christian values, and I wouldn't ever lie to you." Like, oh motherfucker, I don't like you, and I'm gonna make sure you don't get elected. Which we did. He didn't. He didn't get his seat, but I only started that Twitter account to expose his ass. I mean, he was known as a thief. I don't normally get involved in people's marital shit, but that motherfucker, I knew a lot of stuff. and a lot of other people did too. And he was up there selling himself as a good Christian man that had only been going to church for about 6 months to get prepared. And yeah, and I know, like a lot of people either fake their religion. I don't really even care so much about that. Um, but it was just like he was a known thief, and he was going to have some say so or control over the city's finances. So yeah, fuck that guy. All right, I don't think we're going to see a storm. I think it's going to peter out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it costs now, but I had a friend that he wanted to start a cult, which he's like, you can be my deacon, man, and I'm like, no, dude, I'm good. I don't need to be a part of any of that. So yeah, he got his thing through the mail where it said he was an or. Apparently, he could marry and bury people, um, but I don't know. I guess as long as nothing ever goes wrong in that marriage, it won't matter. But people get married all the time without being official. So who knows if it was actually legal? He actually also officially joined the Satanic Church. That cost him $200. I remember how much that cost. He sent Anton LaVey's kids or whoever $200, and they sent him a looked like a. It's kind of like the type of driver's license that said he was an official member of the Satanic Church. Hey, what's up, Susan? I know LaVey and Satanists, like, they don't really even believe that there's a devil. So Anton LaVey just started that to get tax-free money. I always heard growing up. I always heard how evil the Satanic Bible was, and people would say, "Oh, when I read it, as soon as I opened it, I felt a breeze," and like, so I got a copy of it, and it's nothing. I didn't feel no fucking breeze. I mean, I had something chasing me around the room later on, but I never felt a breeze. Not really, but the Levian, you get into the Crowley stuff, and I'm not getting into all that, but Crowley was an evil motherfucker, and Anton LaVey probably is too, but um, like the Satanic Bible, like it basically it kind of it's my attitude anyway. It's like I'll show you respect if you show me respect. If you're in my house, you will respect what I want, or you're gonna get the fuck out. And if I'm in your house, I'll respect what you want, or I'll leave. It's stuff like that. Like there was nothing in there about sacrificing children or hurting animals. In fact, it says don't hurt animals or children, but I don't know. Well, Robbie, every now and then, women need a good dragging by the hair. I mean, I'm not a chauvinist, but there's a time and a place where they don't mind being thrown around like a rag doll. But you better fucking make sure you know what. Yeah. If you're wrong, then well. All right, y'all. I gotta try to get some kind of sleep. I appreciate you hanging out. I hope you learned something. You better fact check everything I said though, because sometimes I'm wrong about shit. One more cigarette and then I'm signing off, and I'm going to take some fucking pills. Probably better drive home first though. Oh, come on, you mother. I gotta get Zippo fuel. What's up? I'm not gonna try to pronounce your name because I'm gonna butcher it there, Muhammad. It's lit. We're good. I'm happy. Be nice to the Muslims, unless they're driving towards you. Then you don't have to be. You better fucking run. But not all Muslims are bad. And not everybody with the name Muhammad is a Muslim either. It might be a Jason Alt. It just might explode. Who knows? You know that motherfucker's awake right now. Yes, Borat was awesome. I mean, just out of curiosity, Mohammed, where are you from? Yeah, I got you, cardio. It's okay. We're good. I try to. I'm kidding. I don't try to love everybody. I pretty much hate everybody I see. I hate all you motherfuckers, if I'm being honest. I'm not prejudiced, because I hate fucking everybody. I don't know if my mama took me out the tit too soon or left me on too long, but I just kind of pretend to like people for as long as it serves my purposes. It's okay, cardio. It's not like you don't have a reason. I love extended car warranties. I bought like these people that call up and sell you, the people from India or wherever, or the Philippines. They're so nice, man. Like I bought like 5 extended car warranties this week for the same car. Like I don't know if I can cash them all in at once or if they go end to end. I don't know how that works, but even though they charge you every month, what I can fix an alternator myself for. He's probably a Jehovah's Witness. He's here to save us. Oh, come on. I don't really want a lot of political shit in my chat. I mean, we talk about it sometimes, but I don't feel like starting a war today. I'm lying. I always feel like starting a war. I just don't want to do it here. Well, the cigarette's about done. You can't tell me the U.S. doesn't have the best bombs on the market, though. That GBU fuck you thing was kind of fun. That kills me, though. Like these Gen Z motherfuckers are. Oh, poor Iran. We bombed Iran. Yeah. These motherfuckers didn't grow up during the Cold War. When I was a kid, man, we had nuclear bomb drills at school like twice a week. It was mostly Russia we were worried about. Iran didn't have the capability yet, but after the Russians were done, not really done, but after the Russians said they weren't going to kill us, after that, everything on TV was Iran chanting death to the USA. We want to kill, you know. I remember that shit. And these nuclear bomb drills, man. Get under your desk and crouch down and put your hands over your head like that's going to fucking help. Just the fallout alone, man. And then there were the false alarms too, where usually or sometimes you'd go out in the hallway. It just depended on what school you were in, but the tone goes off. Okay, we're getting nuked again. Okay, you go out into the hallway, and usually you're in there 10 minutes, and then they put you back in your classroom. But there was a couple times where we were out there for like a half an hour, and like the teachers started. Usually the teachers would just stand in the hallway and watch everybody. But the teachers would start going into the principal's office and then coming out and trying to compose themselves, but their eyes would be red from crying. Or maybe they were smoking dope. I don't know. But the fucking teachers would walk out, not say a word, and then like we could hear them getting in their cars and leaving and stuff, man. Like they were going to be with their families, and they would just leave us in the hallway. Like the schools would get calls, hey, there's actual missiles coming in, you're fucked. You may as well just grab the popcorn and go outside and take a deep breath. And then like there were just false alarms like that too. I mean, that shit has an impact. I mean, we watched the space shuttle. This was before people got desensitized with the internet, man. Like, I think that's why Gen X is so fucked up. Because we were constantly being traumatized by this, that, and the other. Like, yeah, you're about to get nuked, and then later on, oh, the radar fucked up. It was just a flock of geese. You're good. You can, even though you called everybody you hate that thought like that they thought liked you, or that they thought you liked them. You know, you've already called them up and told them to go fuck themselves because you thought you were gonna die. You know, people would quit their job. It was just wild. It was wild times. But I mean, after the shit with the Russians, then it was all Iran, 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 Iran. They're trying to make nukes. They're trying to make nukes, and blah blah blah. Shit sticks with you, and like they showed them every day, chanting in America, where the fuck they speak, and in English, "Death to America, death to America." Um, we're gonna kill the infidels, or whatever the fuck they said. But yeah, yeah. No, I get where you're coming from, Cardio. I really do. Um, but it's just like I've known a few Muslims. I wasn't great friends with them, but and there are extreme ones, like the ones that want to bring Sharia law here. Fuck them. Uh, they need to go. But I don't know. When I lived in town, like there's pretty much only white people and summertime Mexicans around here. So you're not really accustomed to other cultures, but I think they're fascinating. Um, but when I lived in my apartment, you know, when I was like 20, a family of I just call them Hajis. You know, I didn't know what they were, but they turn out to be Sikhs, which are they're Christians, but they wear turbans and stuff. And I actually got to be really cool with that family. They like they brought me food a lot. It was always had you always had to communicate with the husband. You know, they considered it rude if you just went straight to the wife. You had to say, hey, you know, can I thank her or whatever, whatever. But yeah, it was cool. They looked out for me, and I looked out for them. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. They're brought not like not Sikhs, I don't think, but um, I mean, yeah, I mean they're brought up. They're taught to hate us. You know, like I was taught to hate gay people, right? And I did. I was early 20s before I realized that not every gay person wanted to rape me. You know, um, so I kind of like I was taught that kind of hatred in the name of fucking religion. But I have a different view now. I don't care if somebody's gay. I say the word faggot a lot, but it's not meant as a gay thing. It's more like a beta male thing. You can be South Park said it best. You can be a fag without being gay, or you can be a gay fag. You know, it works either way. But I mean, it just kind of goes to show that sometimes it's harder to hate the kind of person that you have ingrained into you. Sometimes it's harder to hate them when you're looking them right in the eye and you find out, well, shit. I mean, they probably got the same stuff in the back of their mind that I have in the back of my mind, but we're being cool with each other. And as long as we can maintain that coolness and not talk about the stuff that You know what I mean? It can work. And I think if more people thought like that, then I don't know. Some people are just too hard. Like, I know white people that there is no way they're ever gonna like a black person, and I get that too. But I don't know. It's just hate takes a lot of energy, at least the way I do it. And I'm not saying I love everybody, because I don't, but I can tolerate a whole lot of things that I couldn't before. You know, and I would tell you I'm not a racist person, right? And I'm not, for the most part. But just wait till I get cut up in traffic. Then everybody's an N-word. All right, y'all. Hope I open your minds a little bit. Or maybe I closed them further. I don't really care. But I'm signing out. I gotta fucking rest. Y'all stay weird.